February 2000, the Rajouri sector of Jammu and Kashmir. In the dead of night, an isolated Indian military outpost is hammered by artillery fire. Under the cover of that bombardment, 25 militants slip through the darkness. Dressed in the uniforms of Pakistan's elite special service group, they breach the bunkers, carrying out a close-quarters raid and beheading Indian soldier Bausaheb Maruti Talakar. The mastermind leading the raid crossed back over the line of control, holding the severed head. He presented it as a trophy directly to Pakistan's military ruler, General Pervez Musharraf. General Musharraf accepted the head and praised the militant commander, telling him he had swelled the chest of the nation and that the Pakistani people would always remember the gift. That commander was Ilyas Kashmiri. He carried out this raid with the blessing, funding, and applause of the Pakistani military apparatus. At the time, he was a celebrated state asset. To build an operative capable of the Rajouri raid, the state started in the 1980s. Kashmiri abandoned his university studies for the Jamia Ulum Islamia Madrasa in Karachi, an institution known for radicalizing its students. His devotion caught the attention of Pakistan's intelligence agency, the ISI. They pulled him from the madrasa and placed him alongside their elite commandos, putting him through rigorous military conditioning. The ISI deployed Kashmiri to the mountains of the Soviet-Afghan War. Using funds from the CIA and ISI, he taught Mujahideen fighters how to lay complex minefields and execute mountain ambushes. He took heavy damage during a firefight, losing an eye and his right index finger to an explosion. Among regional militants, these visible sacrifices elevated him to a legendary status. Recognizing his tactical skill, Pakistani intelligence made him the chief of Brigade 313, an ultra-secret unit designed to wage a covert proxy war in Kashmir. By the late 1990s, Pakistan had engineered its ideal geopolitical weapon. Kashmiri was brilliant at irregular warfare, ruthless, and loyal to the state's anti-India agenda. The attacks of September 11, 2001 forced an immediate realignment of global alliances. U.S. President George W. Bush delivered a strict ultimatum to General Musharraf: either join the United States in the war on terror or be treated as an enemy of America. To protect his regime, Musharraf complied. The ISI ordered Kashmiri to shut down his independent operations and disband Brigade 313. Kashmiri viewed the order as a betrayal of the jihad he had been trained to fight. In December 2003, Kashmiri orchestrated a bombing attempt to assassinate his own creator, General Musharraf. The plot failed, and the military threw Kashmiri into prison, subjecting him to 4 years of torture. The point of no return arrived in 2007. When a group of radicalized militants took over the Lal Masjid in Islamabad, the Pakistani military assaulted the complex with elite commandos, leaving over 100 dead. This state-led violence shattered Kashmiri's psychological leash. He openly declared war on the Pakistani state, turning his specialized training back against the institutions that provided it. Kashmiri defected to al-Qaeda, ascending to become a commander under Osama bin Laden. On November 26, 2008, he used his ISI training against India, acting as the primary handler for David Headley to orchestrate the catastrophic Mumbai attacks. He then pivoted to Europe. In 2009, he designed the Mickey Mouse Project, a plot to storm a Danish newspaper office and execute its cartoonists on live camera. Kashmiri directed his fury back at his former masters, organizing suicide assaults on the ISI headquarters in Lahore and the Pakistani military GHQ in Rawalpindi. In December 2009, he struck the CIA's Camp Chapman in Afghanistan, using a double agent to kill 7 intelligence officials in a single bombing. Kashmiri had outgrown his creators. He had taken the tactical training provided by state intelligence and pointed it at the rest of the world. After the killing of Osama bin Laden in 2011, the CIA issued a strict capture list to the ISI. They warned if Pakistan failed, the U.S. would launch further strikes inside their borders. Kashmiri was the first name on that list. With bin Laden dead, Western intelligence viewed him as the most active, dangerous terrorist alive. Kashmiri fled into South Waziristan, constantly altering his appearance and location. He relied on his decades of survival training, unaware that CIA satellites and electronic surveillance were tracking his movements. On June 3, 2011, Exactly 1 month after the death of bin Laden, an American drone locked on to Kashmiri's safe house in an apple orchard. Thor Hellfire missiles obliterated the compound. Ilyas Kashmiri was dead. The man who began his career beheading soldiers for the state ended it as a target of the world's most powerful military. His life illustrates the danger of his creator's strategy. When a nation breeds vipers in its backyard to bite its neighbors, they eventually turn to strike their masters.